Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom. Welcome, I'm back after my hiatus. It is Wednesday, June 16th. This is a channel about cross stitch and a little bit of life updates, and we do some knitting, lots of fun. First of all, just want to say welcome to my returning friends, welcome to any new friends. I did see that I had an influx of subscribers, and so thank you so very much. And if you want to just throw down in the chat where you not the chat but the description, you know, the comments where I'm out of it, where you came from, so I can thank them. We do the Under 1,000 Subs Club hashtag here, which it was the creation of Carrie and Stitches, who is now graduated. She hit 1,000, so excited for her. And Heather Link is my homeboy, and they asked me to come along for the ride, and I said sure, why not? And there's just that magic number of 1,000 where you can communicate with your community better, with the people that are watching you, and say, oh, you know, no video today, or put up a poll, or just lots of different things that open up communication, which is really fun. And so yeah, welcome. I've got a couple, some good friends that have been watching, and I've been watching, and because of Girl State, I haven't been watching YouTube as much, so, but I do have a list on that I post about all of my friends that are under 1,000 subs, and one of them is Grace Note Stitchers. They are mother-daughter duo, and they just went to StitchCon, super exciting, so go follow them, they're amazing. It's Colleen and Corinne. And then also Christy's Needlework Corner. She's amazing. She's got a couple of cross stitches patterns that she's designed out of some old manuscripts from the medieval times, because she is a history teacher, and I think she focuses on medieval, if I remember right. But it's this Aussie monsters, and it looks so cool. So it's in my cart to purchase on Etsy right now. But she's just really fun. She does a lot of embroidery, a lot of cooking, very, very fun. So go see her. And then my good friend, Miss Laurel Anne, she's like the OG. Like, if you need to know about what Teresa Wentzler stitched or designed back in the 80s, she's your girl. She knows a lot of the older and the newer. She's very, keeps up to date. But it's really neat to, like, somebody on Virtual Stitchers will say, well, what about this? And she's like, oh, that was designed da-da-da-da-da-da. And it was like, Laurel, you're amazing. So she's super fun. I love Laurel. And I'm trying to think of anyone else. I'll probably mention them within here, but like I said, everybody in the Under 1,000 Subs Club will be linked down below. So, welcome, and I hope you had a great couple weeks. We were at Girl State. We did it virtual this year. It was amazing, and going into it, we were really worried about the girls not having as much of a good experience as they could have had. It's so completely different when it's a live session and you're with these young women in your cities and you're bonding. And so Lelania and I, we were afraid that they weren't going to bond, and they ended up bonding, which was wonderful and amazing. And going virtual gave some kids opportunities that they wouldn't have had normally. We had one girl that her dad works for the State Department and does not live in this country, but she goes to a Utah high school. So she wouldn't have ever been able to attend Girl State if it wasn't virtual. And so to meet her and to hear about her experiences, I got chills already, it was fantastic. And we're able to keep online and keep in touch. And it was really neat because some of the girls in their exit surveys were, not surveys, but essays that they had to write, they said a lot of them had the trepidation of it being virtual and it being boring. And so kudos to the staff and the counselors and even those amazing citizens themselves. They were rock stars. So Girl State was amazing. It's put on by the American Legion Auxiliary, and we send and then the American Legion also has a similar program for the boys, and they select 2 senators to go back to Washington, D.C. That will be in July, and they will participate in Girls Nation and Boys Nation, and they get to meet their congressmen and their senators, and they get to do government on the national level. So they'll elect a president, they'll elect a speaker of the House, they'll pass bills, they'll go on tours of Washington, D.C. and the surrounding areas, and they get an opportunity to do a convocation in the amphitheater at Arlington Cemetery. So there are so many really cool experiences that these young men and young women are going to have that they wouldn't get that opportunity any other way. So anyway, that's one of the things I'm passionate about, and so that's what you get on my channel, is the things I'm passionate about. We're just going to jump into stitching and go from there. So with there's 2 main ones I'm focusing on. There's Facebook is having a temper tantrum, so there's some events I'm not doing, and plus I was gone for a week, so it's kind of like, well, I don't think I'm going to continue. But Stitchegorian Trail and Crystal Academy, I'm doing both of those right now, and Magical Stitch is when my prompts fit in, because my oldest whip is Lady of the Flag, and so she's going to get a lot of love next month. So that'll be nice. But with Stitchegorian Trail, we are at an alcove spring, and so we're at a spa, and we're kind of, you know, a spa on the trail, and little hot spring area, and we have to do a couple of different prompts. One of them is something with water, and so I picked Yellowstone. I'm going to go through the prompts first. One of them is at least 10 by 12 when it's finished. I also picked Yellowstone for that one. One is something romantic, and I picked Poppy, which will go with my Crystal Academy. And one is something from the Donner Party, and also something that starts with DONNER, any of those words. And then the other one is to stitch in blue. So what I have and this is also a zombie run piece, so I need to have a couple more days on this, is my Yellowstone. And this is by Eric Dowdle. That's what it'll look like when it's finished. I'm doing this 2/1 tent stitch, so I'm having to do everything double. Okay, I do have my needle on there. And that is where I'm at. So you can see Old Faithful's all done. I'm working on the Old Faithful Lodge right here. Super duper fun. There's a body of water right there. There's also some geysers down here. Old Faithful. I'm going to try to get into the blue over here, but I think I'm going to do blue Moroccan lace on that. But this also will get some love for the one that's 10 by 12 when it's finished. So lots and lots of fun. And then, what's the other one? And then for romantic, I'm stitching on Miss Poppy. And this we started for Victoria Gable, Stitch and Button. We started that for her birthday last November. And this, of course, is in a Stitch and Button bag. And I will link her group below. She just posted some bags. So this is a nice patriotic one for Miss Poppy. And she is on Tycho by Picture This Plus. That's what she will look like when she's done. So she's not very big. She is only... She's only 6.5 wide by 9, almost 10 inches tall. So she's not very big at all. So that's how far she is. And she's going to get, because with Crystal Academy, we have to do it in tiers. And so the first tier is 50 stitches. The next tier, you start over and it's 100 stitches. The third tier is 150 stitches. The fourth tier is 200, and the last tier is 250 stitches. So I want to say you end up putting 750 stitches into one project, which is really kind of cool. So she's going to get 750 stitches in her, and so that'll be really nice. The other one that I'm going to do for stitching in blue is my blue Moroccan lace. This is Colleen's favorite, and it's on, I need to tighten her up here. There we go. And this is on my first set of roll-off frames. And the top is this way. But this is where I'm at. So I got some more done over here. And this is what I'm going to use for stitching in blue. So that'll be lots of fun. And this is by Chatelaine. And yes, so pretty. I love this. Ignore my husband. He's working from home today. If you hear any bumps and craziness. So that will get some love this week or next week. We're in no rush because I want to say we're like in the front of the line for Stitchagorian Trail. We've got a pretty awesome wagon train there. And then for my D, I'm going to work on Dark Queen of the Seas. So, and she is in the other room. I forgot to grab her. So, my knitting, I've been working on the Land of Sweets cowl, which I think right now is free if you follow Helen Stewart. She gives you information on how it can be free. I'm just started, but otherwise it's like $7 or something like that. It's really not that expensive. And it's a fun little stitch, and it's got lace work and it's got some bumps. It's really, really cool. I'm a fan. And I'm starting on to, I used this with the Advent box from Valentine's Day from Fiberlicious, or from Forbidden Fiber Company. And so we're just getting into 9, which is this really nice kind of dark green. So that's the first 8 colors completed. And then I just started weaving in, doing the Weave and Steven method. I learned that one from Michelle Bendy. And yeah, so it's really nice. And you just go on to Mr. Stephen West from West Knits, and he shows you it's super fast and it's super easy. So that's the Land of Sweets cowl. Super duper fun. Love it. On to Happy Mail, because I got a lot of Happy Mail and some gifts and subscriptions. So this is the Just Cross Stitch for August 2021, because we're like 2 months ahead here. So almost 3. But this one has the Christmas preview in it, which is really fun. Lots of fun. And there's an Artist Designs one in here. Hi, Miss Amanda May. There it is. I'm like, I know where it is. And it's so cute. It's called Setting Sail. Look at it. I love it. I love this jellyfish. So much fun. So, Amanda May, Artist Design, go check her out if you aren't watching her. She's amazing. I love her so much. And then I won a giveaway from Vic Gable Stitch and Button. Let me find where it went. I have so much stuff here. Ah, there it is. So on her channel, she had a giveaway, and I won it, and it was this cute little vinyl project bag from Amazon, and she put her little saying on there, "Don't let anyone steal your sunshine," and then packed it full of stuff. There's 3 cute little patterns that were free. I want to say one is by Stitches by Sherry. It's called Weeds for Sale. Pick your own. This one I love. It's Fallen Leaf by Lottie Da. It says, "A fallen leaf is summer's wave goodbye." Really like that one. I'll have to stitch that one next year. And then Seasons in Stitches Watering Can Spring, which is super duper cute. So those freebies were in there. There is a fabric gauge, a snag nabbit, which you must have a snag nabbit, especially if you're doing heids. They're very, very useful. This is beeswax. And this cute little measuring tape. It's got a llama on it. This is a needle case. And these adorable needle minders. I really like this butterfly. And then a watermelon. So those will be going on my, put them right there so I remember to take them. And then a flosser with a flower on it, or it's a flower peace sign. And then it's a little frogger with a frog. I love her froggers because it's a bigger needle and it's just so useful. And then a couple of needles that are in here. And along with, so I just figured, you know, when she told me it was coming, I was like, okay, it's just going to be a small bag, or, you know, a small envelope, something like that. I didn't order any bags from her. And then the postman comes, and there's a bigger bag. And I'm like, why do I have a bigger bag? I did not order a bag. So, my fellow Stitchagorian sister, Miss Joni, I love Joni. She's a friend on Virtual Stitchers. She's just amazing. She bought me a flamingo bag. And I wasn't going to get this one because I have other flamingo bags, but I was just like, oh, it's so cute, I want it. And then all of a sudden it just came to me. Love the water and this cute little charm. So much fun. So thank you, Joni. Thank you so, so much. And we have fun being in Stitchagorian, being in the Stitcherton family together. So it's super, super fun. So I also decided to, oh, my mom got me this. It's Christmas Visit, I want to say. Christmas Visit by Marilyn Levitt Inblum. She is the mother of Nora Corbett, if you didn't know that. So Butternut Road, Holden a Garden, Lavender and Lace, those are all by Marilyn. And I also got this fun fabric. It's a quilt kit because, you know, I have all this time. But it is for the Suit Yourself quilt. And I don't know if you can see, those are card suits, but that would be the Red Queen. That would be Alice in Wonderland. And it's Tula Pink. So I have a great love for Tula. And yes, and everything Tula Pink. So with this fabric, or with this quilt kit, this is Fairy Dust, which I love. And then I think the white is from Fairy Dust as well. It's just a tone on tone. It's got some birds and some hearts and some stars. But this is the fun stuff. So we've got, and this is called Well Suited, I want to say, or I can't remember what it's called, but it's the suits in rainbow on a navy. And then these are roses. And then it's got the nice little scatter of the suits in there too. This is one of my favorite, like this one is Sea of Tears. And so there's the crab, and there's Alice, and a fan, and the little dormouse, and the watch, and the drink me, and the dodo's right here. He's just adorable. And then this one is called Cheshire. It's got the kitty cat with moons and stars as a scatter and some lightning bolts, which is really fun. This is a fun one. This is a Mad Tea Party. And it's got that cute little dormouse with the hat, and the teacups, and the March hare, and the hat with the 10/16ths, and these fun teacups. This is my absolute favorite pattern, besides the Alice one. This is so, so cool. It is called Down the Rabbit Hole, but it's got all of like all the little things as she's falling down the rabbit hole. This is like my favorite. And then this is Painting the Roses Red, I want to say. And they're drippy. And then this one is Alice right there. And there's also a white rabbit right there. And then underneath Alice is 2 white rabbits. So that's really fun. And then this one is another Down the Rabbit Hole in bright green. Another Dripping Roses with bright green and polka dots. And then this one's another Alice, and she looks so much like my little Alice when she had her braces. She's just so cute. Love the pearls that she's wearing and her little pinafore. And there's also the little Cheshire cat poking out behind him. And the Red Queen, who is beautiful. She's right there. So lots of fun. I love her hair. And then this is another Cheshire cat. The yellow. Another Alice on the pink. Another Down the Rabbit Hole on pink and red. I'm gonna have to get a couple of these and send them to Vic to ask her to, and I'll pay her to make some bags out of this for me. And this is my other favorite little scatter pattern with the color and these dripping roses. And then this is another Red Queen on red. I love her pink hair. Tula Pink is just amazing. And then these are from, I think, True Colors, I think, but it's a nice little stripe and a nice polka dot. And the nice thing about her lines is that they coordinate. And then this is the rainbow suits, but on a white creamy background. So lots of fun. Super excited to delve into the world of quilting, and this is applique too, so that's lots of fun. But I just have to clear off my dining room table and cut them really quick, and then yeah, we'll have some fun with the sewing machine and the, yeah. So I got that, and then I also got the backing fabric, which is really nice because it's the long backing fabric, and it's this. It's really pretty, and I could have chosen like a pink color, I want to say, but I really liked the blue. And then they included a key and then a couple of things of tea. It says, have an enchanted tea party, happy sewing. Oh no, now that you've unlocked the magic of Tula Pink's Curiouser and Curiouser, have an enchanted tea party. So there's English breakfast, Earl Grey, and it looks like a mint one. And this is from Pasadena Fabric Company on Etsy, is who I bought it from. So that was fun that it came, and I was super excited. The other thing I got was I want to try my hand at European paper piecing. And this is called Polar Stars, and it's by Paper Pieces. Oops. That's my directions on how to baste, and I need to keep that. So this is Polar Stars, and when you're done, it's a great wall hanging or a baby quilt. So I might even add an extra sashing around it and make it a little bit bigger. But we will see. So this kit, it came with, actually wasn't bad, it was like $70 or something, but it came with all the paper pieces. There's different sizes, there's some hexies, there's some triangles, there's some trapezoids and some diamonds or rhombuses. And then it came with the pattern, and then it came with all the fabric, and this is really pretty. It's a K facet, I want to say. This is really cool, like agate fabric. I love it. And it also came with this cute little carrying case. So I'm going to cut these ones for sure, because European paper piecing is a good like on the go project. And if I'm in a car and not driving, or you know, I don't want to knit or I don't want to cross stitch, I can have another project. So, and it came with these awesome acrylic templates with the seam allowance and everything, so I can always make this again or make something bigger, which is really nice. But I've got those basic shapes. And then it came with these beautiful fat quarters, and it's called Northern Lights, and they are all batiks. So we've got these gorgeous purples, and like, let me move this, but they're all coordinating. So these are really pretty purples, this kind of like pale bluish creamy color, this kind of blue purple, 2 of those, it looks like. And then I love this green. This green's really fun. And it's got little stars all over it. And then this kind of blue. And then this darker blue. And then this very dark blue and purple. So, and it's got the directions on how to cut them. And the nice thing is with these, you can kind of lay out your flat quarters and then just go. Because they want to say that they're all... So the fat quarters, the darker ones, so the pink, the pinky purple, and the kind of watery wavy one, and the this purple wavy one, and then these 2 dark ones are going to be all the centers of the hexagons. So those will be easy to cut. 5x5 squares, 39 5x5 squares out of those. So that's easy to do. And I have a 5x5 ruler, which is nice. And then the star points are within those, and those are subcut those into 2.5-inch strips, and then cut into triangles, which are nice and easy. And then the background is going, some of these are going to be triangles, 1 2.5-inch strips for 14 triangles, and these ones, these three colors right here, let me see, 1, these 3 guys, those are gonna make 234 triangles, so that'll be lots of fun. I'm glad I have a template. But yeah, and those are the star points. So I'm excited to get going with this and take it on my road trip that I'm going on. We are heading to Branson in July, so I'm super excited about that, and hoping to meet up with some of my stitchy friends that are down that area. So keep you posted on my friends that are down there, and yeah, so that'll be a fun little thing for the drive, because we're gonna drive. It'll be nice, and I learn a new skill, so why not? I think that's it. I hope you all have a great week. Can't believe we're in the middle of June already. I hope you all are staying cool. We're right in the middle of a heat wave. It was yesterday 106, and today, oh, it's only 87. So that's so nice. But yeah, we've had a couple of days of 100+ degree heat, and it's only June, so we don't need that. We are in a high desert and have no water, and so that's been fun. Alice made the dance team that she was hoping to advance to, so that was really exciting. She tried out last Monday, and so I was an anxious mama until Wednesday, and then one of our girls made primary ballot for governor of Girl State, and so I told Lelania, I was like, I went from being a nervous mama to being a nervous counselor, and so, but she was great, it was good, and it was lots of fun. So I hope you all have a great weekend and have a great week. Happy Father's Day on Sunday to those who celebrate. I know that there's a lot of controversy around Mother's Day and Father's Day and all of that. You know, we're parents and we work hard, and yes, there are some families where the father is not involved, and yes, there are some families where the mother is not involved, and so both of those holidays are very hard. But when you take out fatherhood and when you take out motherhood, what do you have? There's, you know, we wouldn't be here if we didn't have a father and a mother. Just throwing that out there. You know, believe what you want and have your opinions, but we need to be kind, and we need to respect each other, and try not to destroy each other. And when people are like, oh, well, this is wrong because of X, Y, and Z, try to understand where the other person's coming from. You know, there were many a times where my husband did not have a good Father's Day with his children because his ex-wife wouldn't let him, wouldn't allow his kids to see him on Father's Day. And that's not okay, because he's a great father and he was very involved in their lives. And I'm not saying that if you're a bad father, or if there's a bad father, that those kids should be forced there. Same with the mother. But the holidays are more important for the kids, I think. And to know that. And I'm grateful for my husband and what an amazing father he is. And, you know, being a parent is hard. There's a lot of crap that our kids have to slog through. And I would not want to be a kid. And I'm having a really hard time raising my 9-year-old in a world of kind of garbage. There's lots of negativity that is around that they don't need at their age. And it's just hard. So I hope you all have a good time. Have a great week. And I love you, and I'll see you later.